Microsoft PowerPoint, other ways of navigating through a slideshow presentation using the mouse. I have a presentation on the screen called Easy Rate Presentation 2, and I'm going to run the slideshow by clicking on this button here. One click and the slideshow begins. Now I'm going to move my mouse around a little bit, and after a couple of seconds you may notice that these buttons appear at the bottom left hand corner of the screen. Now the arrows, each time I click on the arrow to the right, it progresses me one slide at a time. If I click on the left pointing arrow, I start back at the beginning. I'm going to spend a bit of time now showing you about this button. If I click it, we have a list of options that appear. The one that's currently selected is the arrow. We also have ballpoint pen, felt tip, and highlighter. And with each of these, we can change the ink color. We also have an opportunity to modify our arrow. Make it visible or not visible, hidden, etc. I'm going to leave that at automatic, and I'm then going to use the ballpoint pen marker. So I'll just click it. Now if I move the mouse around, notice there's a little red marker, and if I click and drag, I can start to modify this particular slide. This is a great way to highlight certain aspects of your slide. I'll go back to the marker, click on it. This time I'll choose a felt tip pen. Notice it's a little bit fatter. And of course I could also choose the highlighter. So I'll click the highlighter, and I can then put a highlight in the background. I can actually put a highlight wherever I want to. Now I can progress on to the next slide, and I can start all over again. I can highlight certain parts of this slide. I'm going to go back now to the first slide, and all the annotations that I made are still there. Now if I don't want them there, I can remove them by going back to this button, clicking on it, and here are our options. I can either choose the eraser and then erase one at a time each of the annotations I've made, or I can simply erase all the ink on the slide. So I'll choose the eraser this time, click it, and then if I move my mouse to a particular area and I click, sometimes it doesn't happen straight away. So I'll click twice, and there we go. All of the colour that was up the top there is now gone. I'll click here, that's gone, and I can simply click. Sometimes it takes more than one click, as you can see, and all of a sudden all the annotations are gone. Now if I can't quite get it right, there we go, it took quite a few clicks that time, and then I can start to annotate again. Now the other option that we have here is this one, and if I click on that, that's another way to navigate through our particular slideshow presentation. In other words, if I click Next, notice the N is underlined, which means you can normally just press the N key on the keyboard to progress to the next slide. And we can't go previous because we're at the first slide in the presentation. We could also jump straight to a particular slide if we wanted to. And lastly, of course, we could end the slideshow. But the most important part, I believe, is the annotations here. Click on that, choose which tool you want. You can change the ink color as well, and then do the annotation. A great way to highlight a particular part of the presentation that you want people to be aware of.